Our World Behind the Veil. Seeing the Hidden Systems of Corruption Through the Process of Reflection by Gregory Robertson. Read by Gregory Robertson. Introduction. The world we live in seems to be growing more chaotic and unstable each day. Wars and the threat of wars are spreading. Corruption and the lack of integrity encompasses all institutions at every level of society. Not only has the moral fabric of society withered away, but our environment may be next on the chopping block. Earthquakes, wildfires, mudslides, heavy fog, snowstorms, tornadoes, tsunamis, and hurricanes are growing more powerful and occurring more frequently. How have we arrived at this point in our history? Through reflection, I shall attempt to create a portrait that should illustrate the gradual unfoldment of human society into our current situation. It is the process of reflection that will allow us to see beyond the veil. Chapter 1. In the Beginning. The questions. In order for us to truly understand our current situation, we must go back to where it all began. We must journey back in our minds to a time before corruption and immorality plagued the earth. It is here where we will ask the questions that must be answered. When human beings were in their primitive state, what went wrong? Did certain people take over society? At what point did it happen? How did it happen? What do they want? Why do they want what they want? How far are they willing to go to get it? Where will their leadership take us? Is resistance an option? What will happen if people resist? Can we change course? It is now time to return to that defining moment. The moment when human beings learn they can get what they want by using force. This lesson was most likely learned while hunting. We have been taught that hunting was done by men and gathering was done by women. An image of the complete separation of the sexes may enter the mind whenever one thinks of the term hunters and gatherers. However, if we reflect on hunters and gatherers, their true natures are revealed. Hunters and gatherers were not separated only by sex, but also by personality. Certain men and women were more suited to gathering, while others were more suited for hunting. This was true then and continues to be true now. It also must be noted that hunters didn't hunt exclusively, and gatherers didn't gather exclusively. In the wintertime, when there isn't much to gather, gatherers may find themselves hunting. Hunters may find themselves in a similar situation when low-hanging fruit becomes abundant. Personality becomes the fork in the road that will lead us to our current situation. The hunter's path should result in a society that is marked by aggression, force, violence, deception, and competition. Since these are the traits that are found in our current society, we should examine the path of the hunter with childlike curiosity. To be clear, the hunter we must focus on is not the average person. My reflection will start with the alpha hunter, or a person that hunts for the thrill of the kill. To the alpha hunter, the rush from hunting will be more important than the food obtained from the hunt. They are governed by their need for power and control, and they refuse to accept responsibility for their actions. For this reason, it is possible that hunting may have been the first sport people created. We cannot ask too many questions about the alphas, and no question is out of bounds. Feelings of discomfort or the threat of social rejection can stand at the gate of truth, denying entry to all those who feel such emotions. So let us begin our questioning. Before things went wrong, what did human beings need? Food and water, shelter, reproduction, companionship, a reason for being, knowledge, religion, spirituality, rest, and sleep. When basic needs are fulfilled, the amount of time spent in the pursuit of these needs decreases. As a result, the pyramid of basic needs will eventually flip upside down. Each level of the pyramid may be stimulated by our most primal instinct, fear. The hunters that hunt for the thrill of the kill are filled with as much fear as everybody else. In order to placate these fears, the needs of each respective level must be acquired. Once all of the lower needs are met, human beings begin to wonder about their purpose in life. A critical decision must be made during this process. Will the needs of the alpha hunters be met by use of aggression directed solely towards their environment, or will these hunters turn their aggression towards their neighbors as well? This concludes Chapter 1. Our World Behind the Veil is now available on Amazon.com.